Hi, we're here with Irwin Hudson. He's the owner of Orlando Hoops, located in Oviedo, Florida. I'm so happy to welcome Erwin to Dream Out Loud. Welcome, Erwin.
Thank you so much.
You know, we've known each other for a while, and we met because of my son. And I've watched you develop your dream for a while. I remember when we used to watch and play outside with the kids, and then all of a sudden you would say, Yvette, I'm going to build a gym in my backyard. And I said, okay, I believe you. But I didn't realize that it would be done so quickly. So tell us, how did all of that come into formation?
Well, actually, like I said, it's probably 10 or 12 years that I've been dreaming about doing it, but I've been coaching basketball at Lake Howell and at Bishop Moore for the last 10 years. And it's, that's just been taking all my time. And finally, as soon as I resigned as the head basketball coach for Bishop Moore, it took me about 3 months and it was done. It just all of a sudden it happened. I couldn't believe how quickly things came, got the plans for it, got the permit, and just built the gym. And, and this is where we're at now.
It is awesome. So what did it take? Did you have to raise the money? Did it come? Where did all of that come from?
I've actually been saving for a long time. One thing is, having pretty much great credit. I've kept my credit great. And I just did a home equity line, got the funds, and just pretty much built it out of my own funds.
Okay.
Because that's exactly what I wanted. I mean, I didn't want to go out and get any other investors in it. I wanted to own it myself.
Okay, well, that's great. So now we have the gym that's built. It's beautiful. How do students find you? How do parents find you to bring their kids here to you?
I mean, it hasn't been much advertising. It's mainly been word of mouth. I mean, I do my best to do the best job I can with them. I work hard to make sure that they get something out of it, and they go and tell other people, different AAU teams, different high school teams, and it spreads via word of mouth mainly.
Well, basketball is filled with dreams of a lot of kids. Everyone, most of them, when you ask them, well, what do you want to do when you grow up? Well, I want to be a professional basketball player. Everyone doesn't make it to the pros. So what type of advice do you have for people who are pursuing their dream, but yet knowing that there's a small percentage that makes it to the pros?
One of the great quotes is, use basketball, don't let basketball use you. And that's what I try to make sure they do. There's so many lessons, to learn in this, so many life lessons from all the drills that we do. And I tell all the kids, one of my slogans is, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And I have a lot of kids that have a lot of talent, but a lot of kids that don't work hard. So that's the main thing we instill. And at the same time of working hard, we try to have some fun. And that's the biggest thing. If you have fun, and I think they'll keep doing it more and more.
So the skills that you're teaching them, even if they don't make it to the pros, they're transferable life skills that they can use when they go on into the workforce.
Exactly. My big goal, like I said, I'm not trying to set the bar that high. I look at making sure they play basketball in high school. I tell most of the parents that I'm trying to guarantee my kids that work with me to skip their freshman year and be able to play JV or varsity basketball. And some of the guys that I get to play varsity usually have a chance to play in college and get an education. That's the important thing.
And you know what else I like too? You have a lot of parent involvement, because I remember when I first came with my son, I tried to leave. I wanted to say, okay, I'm gonna drop him off and I get to go and do something else. And you told me what? You have to stay and watch. Where did that come from?
Well, it's a lot of things. One is liability. I make sure that I want the parents there watching and understanding that, I need them to be there to see what I do with their kids. Also, it helps them see what I'm working with so they can go home and work with the kid on the same things. Because it's not about me hiding some secrets, trying to keep, get them better and say, okay, you got to come back to me. I want them to get better. It's a passion of mine. That's why I let people videotape any of the training sessions. I have no problem with that. This is not a secretive thing. This is about showing them things, going back, getting them better faster. So as quick as they can get better, that helps me out. Then I'll just go tell somebody else.
Well, who are some of the people that you have trained in the past that have gone on maybe to play in college or the pros? Do you work with people like that?
Yeah, I've got quite a few. I started a long time ago with Chucky Atkins back when he was in college.
Okay.
And he's played in the NBA, played for South Florida. I've worked with, you name it, my brother played for Rollins, Lex Brown. One of my most recent guys who just entered into the draft, put his name in the draft, was Nicky Calathis.
Okay.
And, started with him in fifth grade. Florida, yeah. Nicky Calathis and Chandler Parsons, those two guys. And Joey Rodriguez, he's at VCU. Mostly all the guys who came through Lake Howell, they were all, products of mine. But all over Orlando, honestly, I've trained kids from Kissimmee, all the way over in Claremont, all the way over down to Naples. I traveled to Naples, and just, this is a passion that I do. So I try to make sure I reach as many people as possible.
Erwin, I like what you've done with the gym that you have here. Can you tell us a little bit about how you have it set up and how it's conducive to the training environment?
Like when I first designed it, I wanted to make sure it was exactly what you need. I wanted to be as efficient as possible. And that's why the size is 2,800 square feet. I've got 3 baskets. I've got the high school three-point line, college three-point line, and the NBA three-point line. So no matter what I'm training, I've got enough room for everybody to do everything. So it's an official half court, certain ways. 3 baskets, so I can actually run drills with 3 different groups at a time. So my big thing is making sure this wasn't for babysitting. So I didn't want lounges for people to be sitting down and things like that. I thought about putting a weight room in. I had it in at first, but it was taking up too much space. So I decided, let's be efficient. Let's make sure we got everything they need. Because my whole goal was not to be a babysitting thing. I started my stuff because all the camps I've done, Rollins, UCF, the Orlando Magic camps, and they were great camps for a lot of kids to come in, but a lot of the kids really didn't want to play basketball at the next level. They wanted to have fun and get out of the house. The parents wanted to get them out of the house. My goal was to teach those kids who really wanted to make it to the next level, or at least wanted to play high school basketball. And that's exactly what this gym does. It teaches kids to do that, and the facilities is perfect for it.
So take us through some of the drills that you do.
Okay.
What are they for? What are they supposed to accomplish?
My primary thing is ball handling. I'm a ball handling instructor. If I want to say what I was the best at, is ball handling. But I do everything: defensive footwork, shooting drills, coming off the dribble. I actually do fundamental shooting also. But a lot of people say they're shooting doctors and things like that, and I don't want to claim to be a shot doctor. But I know I can teach that stuff. My main thing is, like that, my premise is butt down and chest up. That's all my drills, whether you're handling the basketball, whether you're shooting the basketball, or you're playing defense. Everything is in one position where everything is in line in a certain plane. So you'll hear me say it at least about 50 to 1,000 times during the drills, during one session. And kids remember that when they go home: butt down, chest up for everything. So when I'm shooting, butt straight down, chest up, no bowing, none of this. It's always butt down, straight, chest up. So that's my whole premise. But it's all about fundamentals. And when I train all my guys, fundamentals kick in. Like when you get tired, when you're in a game and everything breaks down, if you've got those fundamental things in the back of your head, it comes back to you. And that's why a lot of the kids, that I work with, even though they don't run and jump and dunk like the other kids, they play a brand of basketball that's a little bit better.
Okay, so you help them take it to the next level, and therefore helping them to achieve their dream, and in essence, dream out loud.
That's what I want.
So on that note, my brother told me that playing basketball is like dancing a little. There are specific steps that you have to take, but once you do that, you can take it to the next level and freestyle and do your own thing.
Ad-lib it, yep.
Do you think that knowing that with that technique, you'd be able to show me a couple of things?
I can show you a few things. You want to see something?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do some fundamental drills with you.
Okay.
You want to get a practice shot in there? Oh, good shot. That's first take. Look at you. First take. Let's see if you do that again. Get it up. Keep the hand under it. Use those legs. Come on. Same shot every time. Follow through. Good shot. Remember, butt down, chest up. Good work. Just like that. Oh, she's a pro already. Good shot. Take your time. Nice and smooth. Come on. I want to get 3 in a row right here. Let's go. Good shot. Come on. Let's get 3 in a row. There's 1. That's 2. All right, here we go. Pressure. Good shot. 3 in a row. That's all right. Good work. That was perfect. Big thing, like I said, again, is motivation too. That's why I try to put most of my stuff is motivating the kids. When they want to do it, they'll do it more. That's all about repetition. And if you don't like doing this stuff, you won't do it a lot.
So what's the one final thing that you would say to your kids, to people watching who want to take it to the next level? What words of wisdom do you have for them?
Wow, I mean, this has been a long time coming for me. I told you, started out a long time ago. When I was in high school, wanted to play pro basketball. That was my goal in life too. Unfortunately, I had major surgery on my leg that pretty much ruined my career. No chances of me going pro. So I decided to do something with my brain. So I always tell the kids, education is still the key to get you out of almost every situation. And my situation was getting out of Mississippi. I love Mississippi, but during the time I grew up, I'm 40 years old now, and when I grew up, the jobs weren't plenty, and I knew I had to get out. Computer engineering was the way, so luckily, and by the grace of my grandmother and God and my mother who raised me, I actually was able to get out of Mississippi with my education. But I never lost my passion for basketball. Okay. So, out of all the people I met through all the years, I always told them this is what I wanted to do. That's what I tell all the kids. If you have a dream, you got to follow it and just keep working on it. It'll happen. And it's living proof now.
So follow your dream and keep that passion.
Keep that passion.
And in closing, tell me, behind every great man is a woman. Tell me about your beautiful wife and how supportive she's been.
I'm so glad you asked, because I would have been so remiss if I hadn't talked about her, because she has been wonderful. She's put up with so much. Me being a high school coach, being an AAU basketball coach, being a trainer, working a full-time job, coming home, and we still have the greatest life to me. She supports me. The one thing she did tell me, though, the only difference from me not coaching high school basketball right now is that I come in through the back door now versus coming in through the side door, because I always came home late, about 9 o'clock after going to practice and getting in the house. Now she says, hey, you come in through this back door, but I love it because I know where you are.
That's
I
right.
can just come right in. My daughter, I built a swing set also. We just took it down the other day. It's inside the gym that hangs up, that she comes in and hangs out and watches me. They're my life. The reason I built this gym was so I can be close to them.
Erwin, thanks for joining us today on Dream Out Loud.